What is up, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Make Every Second Count Live with me, your host and international award-winning Make Every Second Count speaker, Jeff Marconette Jr. So, guys, I am pumped up. I know. I'm always pumped up. How can you be so pumped up all the time? I don't know. I'm excited about life, and I am definitely excited about tonight's guest. So if you would please share this episode out. Invite all kinds of people to watch it because I know this lady is a powerhouse and you are going to love it. So I also ask you if you would give us all kinds of likes and make sure you keep the comments going because we want to have a conversation, not just make a presentation. And don't be afraid to ask as many questions as you would like. But with no further ado, I would like to bring to the stage Miss Angela. Hey, Angela, how are you doing this evening?
Jeff, I am doing amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
That is great. I'm so glad that you're here, and I think we are just going to kill it.
Sounds
So,
good.
if you would like to go through a short introduction, I'm going to be inviting a few people on my phone. So, I'm looking down, but I will be paying attention.
Yeah, so my name is Angela Duncan. I live currently in Miami, Florida. I have built and exited several companies and have been learning and studying about this thing we call money for over 2 decades. And so I am excited to be here with you, Jeff. I love the Make Every Second Count name of this presentation. Nope, just kidding. Conversation. And I know we're going to have some fun tonight, Jeff. So I look forward to having an incredible conversation and teaching your audience more about money as we go through and I answer these incredible questions that you have coming for me. So I'm ready to get started when you are.
That is fantastic. But I have to ask, first of all, what is the weather like in Miami?
It's incredible right now. I was just talking about this morning. We don't have our typical humidity that we get in this part of April. So April is usually when people come and visit us because it's sunshine, there's no rain, it's about 80 something degrees without humidity. It's perfect weather.
That is awesome. It right now here in Ohio, it's 63 degrees and it's pretty darn awesome as well. But did you get to see any of the eclipse?
I did not. I didn't buy the
Um,
glasses and I didn't want to hurt my eyeballs. So I just thought people will take photos and post it online and I would get to enjoy it that way.
yeah, well, I was one of those people that was like, it'll be nothing. It's just whatever. It's just another day. And then when I saw the full eclipse and everything got dark because we were right in the path of the full eclipse and everything got dark and the birds started flying, all kinds of bugs started making noise, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then during the time the moon was in front of the sun, you could see the corona on the sun,
Hmm.
and on the bottom there was a solar flare, and you never get to see that, and I was definitely thankful to see such a thing.
Yeah, here in Florida, we only got a little bit of the eclipse, so not quite the view that you did. But I have saw some incredible photos online, and I'm glad that most of the conspiracy theories that I saw on social media did not occur. The world did not end, and we are still here, living and breathing and loving life.
Yeah, the conspiracy theories are kind of, I don't know, a little nuts, I think,
Yeah, fun to
but
watch.
I can't guarantee that all of them are. So Let's not get involved in that. But so I personally know that life tends to throw things in the way when things are happening well in your life. And like when I was 17, my life was just starting. I was a junior in high school, heading to lunch one day from high school, and I was hit by a semi that ran a red light. I spent 2.5 months in a coma and 3.5 in the hospital. But there are some important lessons that I think I had to learn by going through that thing, that now I say we don't just go through things, but we grow through things.
Hmm.
So, Angela, has there been anything in your life that you have had to grow through?
Yeah, so I grew up in a very tough childhood environment. My mom drank, and my stepfather abused me, and we lived in poverty. And I'm talking, Section 8 housing, welfare. I've lived in parks and cars and motel rooms and other people's couches all before the age of 15. And when you grow up in an environment like that, I didn't have church, I didn't have anybody around me to kind of teach me that this is a temporary situation. And now that I'm a Christian woman and I have been saved, I understand that God gave me the strength to get through those adversities, right? Growing up the way that I did, I just didn't know any different. I always thought that if I had money, that perhaps things would be different. And that really put me on this journey to study money, to learn about money, to learn how to invest, and now how to teach other people to really take control of their finances, because they don't have to live in poverty in this amazing country. We have so many opportunities, but it's a lack of education that keeps people in that poverty cycle. So, how do we break that? And that's been my mission.
That is a very good question about teaching people how to be how, how to not to live in a poverty mindset. And I do think it has to do with the mindset, because if they grow up in a life of lack, then that's what they're going to get more of. And I think when you see money and it's available abundantly for some people, and you see that, that's the way you're going to approach money. And that is just going to be amazing. I mean, the things that are possible when you reach financial freedom.
Yeah. And how much you can teach and give back when you reach that level is just incredible.
Now, I know, like, we have Ben Bruce Efane Jr. watching right now, and he is from Lagos, Nigeria. Now, I know he struggles some with money. What exactly would you tell him?
Yeah.
That
So,
might be tough, but
right. Because you live in a completely different country with a different culture. So, it might be hard for me to, be in your shoes to help guide you how to get out of that. What I can say from my experience is every country has someone who is successful, whatever the business or trade is in your area. Find a way to connect with that person and help them. What can you do to help them so that they can teach you? Because you may not have money to be able to hire them as a coach or a mentor, but you have time, you have labor. And so, how do you get inside that person's circle and that person's world? You help them in what you can and what gifts that God gave to you in order to, be part of their world so that you can learn what it is that they're doing. And I know that's going to be harder for some people in different countries. But, when I say here in the US, we have the ability to find mentors and coaches, and we can give them our time and energy and labor in exchange for their guidance or for their mentorship. So it doesn't have to cost you money to learn, but you need to become a student and really digest what you're learning. Change your mindset because it is possible. I am definitely a product of that. and know that, I serve from the heart first. And when that's why I say I love the name of your show. When you wake up every day and you think like this could be my last day, what version of you shows up? It's going to be the best version of you. And think about that every day that you wake up.
Each and every morning that I wake up, I post on Facebook. It's like, even before I get out of bed, I don't check my notifications or anything, but I post, I am so thankful to be given today, and I will make it a great day. So while I am expressing my gratitude, I am also setting an intention on the day and saying that it's going to be great. And I'm it when I say it's going to be great, it's going to be great, because I know personally that nothing outside you really matters. If you want your day to be spectacular, if you want your day to be mediocre, that's the way your day is going to be. And it's so cool when you learn that you can just think things into existence.
Yeah, because when you tell your brain and you connect it with your heart and your feeling, your brain is looking for that opportunity to validate what you're thinking all day long. And I challenge people to do exactly what you said. You're starting your day in gratitude, but also to end your day in gratitude.
Yeah.
I love ending my day and just reflecting and thinking about this life that I get to live. There's a roof over my head. The water is running at my faucet and I can go get food if I need to. So much of the world doesn't have that. And when we just stop to think
Right.
on how truly blessed we are every day, starting the day that way, ending that day that way, that is what we need to share with the world. We need that positivity. There's so much negativity and hurt that goes in this country and in this world, that if we could be the shining light and really help people, and then thinking about from a money perspective, when you wake up, you think about I'm gracious, I'm in gratitude, I have abundance. And just changing a couple of those words and how you start your day, people will see that it really does change. It changes your life.
Yeah. So I actually know of a when Dr. Wayne Dyer does a thing from stage. Well, he did a thing from stage. He doesn't now. But he said, like, look around your room right now. Find all the red in your room right now.
Mhm.
And I'll even let you stretch the truth and pick up burgundy as red. All right, did you find all the red? Now close your eyes and think or look for all the green in the room.
You don't see it,
Like, well, I wasn't looking for green.
right?
That's the thing. You find what you were looking for.
Yep.
And that it's just so cool that we came upon this right here, because it's like, wow, this is one of those things that I truly enjoy in life. And helping other people to see this stuff is great for me, but it's great for other people too.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
this is your gift. This is what your purpose is, to shine that. Just like for me, my gift is to change people's mindset around money so that they can receive that abundance that's possible, but they have to believe it first, and they have to invest in their self, in their attitude, in the way that they view money, getting education, just simple things that is available for free out there: YouTube, podcasts, radio stations. All of this information is there, but you have to seek it out, and then you have to take action on what you learn. So you starting your day, you're taking action because you're intentional. It's the same thing with money. You just have to be more intentional, and you have to be able to invest the time and the energy and the attitude around having a more positive mind when it comes to money.
Yes. You were talking a little bit there about free ways that you can gain some of this education. And I said education. Did you notice that? I love that. But so can you go over a few of those ways of free education?
Yeah. So, I mean, YouTube has millions of videos and it's free. And yes, it can get annoying a little bit to watch the ads, but it's free. So you can put up with a little bit of ads to get some free information. Pick a topic. What do you want to learn more about? And then just Google it and find the videos that make sense to you. Find someone that's talking in a way in which you're receiving, because not everyone is going to talk the way that you receive information, and get to know them and spend the time to learn what they're teaching. Comment on it, so that way, just like with this show, right? If they subscribe and they hit the like button, then it's going to be in their feed more often so that they can easily get to the information. But spend some time, instead of watching TV. I don't have Netflix or Hulu or any of those. I read books and I watch YouTube and I listen to podcasts, which are also free, because I control what comes into my mind, which helps me learn, and then I invest and I take action, and it just helps me have a more abundant lifestyle.
What would you say is the best way for someone to invest in themselves?
Yeah, just what we talked about. The education piece is first. And the more educated you get, teach other people. Because what happens is when you start teaching other people, the information really gets stuck in your brain, right? So
Yeah.
when you study a topic and then you're teaching, that's how it stays. And that's how you further your education quicker, because it's not just about you. We want to bring up everybody around us, right? If you're in a poverty cycle, then most likely you have people in the same cycle around you. Then don't be selfish. Educate
Yeah.
yourself, but bring the people up around you, because that's how we make real change.
Yeah, they say a rising tide raises all boats.
Yeah.
And that is a way, like if you raise your own education level about certain things, you are going to rub off on other people. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And why not? We have the ability to shine bright, to bring positivity, and to help people. Why not use that for, the best investment in everything that's around here?
Yes. We have Ben Bruce in the comments saying, Angela is very talented. We're learning here, man.
Awesome. Thank you for that comment.
So, if there's anything you guys would like to know, please ask away because I would like you to gain some knowledge from this as well, not just me. So, let's think here. What is what are three things a person can do to start changing their outlook on money?
Yeah. Do what you're doing. Start your day in a positive manner, whether that's listening to a YouTube channel or perhaps listening to some music, something that's educational or uplifting. I like to listen to gospel music. I do listen to church music, and it really helps my attitude, especially when I'm starting the day. But I also just go outside and listen to the birds. I know it sounds funny, but start your day without the major distractions, without the social media. Just take 5 minutes, the beginning part of your day, and invest that time in you first. And when you do that, then whatever gets kind of thrown at you during the day, it doesn't seem to hit as hard, because you've already started your day in a positive and a gratitude mindset. It really does help you control how you react to the rest of the day. And when you keep that positivity throughout the day, it influences other people. And that can be incredible to watch too, especially for my parents out there. If you take 5 minutes of your day and start it and invest in yourself first, your children are going to see you differently. And hopefully you're going to rub off on them, and it's not going to feel so stressful all the time with, family that might be taking up lots of your time, a job, a business. We live in an incredibly busy world. So take that first 5 minutes and give it to yourself first. That's the most unselfish thing that you can do for yourself and for your family.
That is all right. My dad tells me I say awesome too much. So that is fantastic advice. And I love every second of that because, like, I do that stuff in the morning. I post that message on Facebook. I also tend to do push ups. I don't know why, but I want to help my metabolism get started. I want to get my heart beating a little faster, and I don't know why, but is that a good way to start your day? Would you say?
Yeah, it depends on the person. I am definitely a morning workout person, so that's part of my morning routine. Some people like to work out at the end of the day because it's a stress reliever for them, or they just feel like they have more time or energy. You got to know yourself and what your limits are. So, if working out in the morning is better for you, then you've got to put it in your routine. Don't move it. Be unselfish and take care of your mind, take care of your body, and then tackle the world. But for those that like to work out in the afternoon, great. As long as you're putting it in there in your schedule and sticking to it, that's an incredible way for you to take care of yourself too.
Yeah, we have Adam Mark Robinson who's watching this show from his house in London or I don't know, England somewhere. But he says, I'm going to get into the gratitude mindset. I do struggle if I start the day bad to get to grips with the day and sort of let things go. This is really helpful. Thanks so much for the insightful positivity. Great podcast.
Thanks,
Now,
Adam.
I want to say that we really enjoy you guys commenting on this because like I said we want to have a conversation, not make a presentation to you guys. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask them. I will make sure they get answered, if not on the air, afterward. So we have Edward Cardwell watching. He says, so true, so true. Thank you for your comment, Edward. Appreciate that very much. So, is there anything that you can add to what we've said tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're really looking for business and money advice, Jeff, if it's okay, I invite your audience to also listen to my podcast, which is called Empower Her Money. My true belief on the podcast is to have conversations just like we are and teach people about business and about money. It's a free podcast, it's on all the platforms that you can find podcasts. But if you're looking for something specifically around money, then I invite you to come check it out. You can also follow me on Instagram because I do answer questions directly. It is me, not AI. I'm answering your questions. So if you're afraid to ask a question here or you think of something later, ask because I'm here to help you. It's my responsibility to take all of this education and give it back to you. Jeff, that's us, right? We're changing the world one podcast at a time, one person at a time, but this is what we're supposed to do. So we're here to help you.
Yes, and we also have John Bull. I don't know how to say his last name, Jerhay maybe, but he's watching us from Gambia, Africa. So that's pretty darn cool. We thank you so much, John Bull. And he also says your talk there was interesting. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. But I have to ask, we talked a little bit before the show about you have a book. Can you share us a little bit about what it is and how we can find it?
Yeah. What I was finding is there's so many books about money and money mindset, but they were very thick. They had a lot of information. And if you're just starting on this money journey, it can be a little overwhelming or intimidating. And I didn't want that. I wanted you to pick up a book and I wanted to put 101 tips for you to walk away and implement into your life right now. So it's called Empower Your Money because my book is about you and your money. And I want to teach you easy, simple action items that you will implement into your life right away. You don't need a dictionary, they're not complicated terms, simple things that you can, just put into your life today. And so it's called Empower Your Money. It's on Amazon. And I had a lot of fun just putting it together. And now I get to hear stories about people implementing some of the action items from the book and how it's changing their life. So that's just incredible knowing that I can help other people.
So where did you come up with the idea for this book? Is it just the fact that you were out there reading all this stuff and you wanted to simplify it, or what exactly?
Yeah, the idea came from my coach, James Malinchak. He's written a lot of books and he taught me that, Instagram and social media is a great way to reach people, but a book is your legacy. It's always going to be in print and in writing, and who knows where social media will be in the future. But the book is a tangible item that people can take with them and read over and over. They can do it from the privacy of their home. And so, why not take that same information you're teaching and put it in a tangible item that people can walk away with?
That is so cool. All right, can you tell us one last time how you find your podcast and what's it called? And I just want to make sure that people out there can find it because I know that the shift in mindset or money mindset would be great for everyone out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So the name of the podcast is Empower Her Money. I'm on all streaming platforms: Apple, Google, Spotify, YouTube, or you can find me on Instagram, Empower Her Money. And like I said, just follow me and send me questions, and I will personally answer your money questions.
That is I gotta come up with a different word. That is superb. I appreciate that. Now, I need I don't know how to follow that up because that was fantastic.
Thank
So,
you.
and yeah, just I thank you so much for coming on the program tonight, and I hope you enjoy everything Miami has to offer since you live there. But I need you and everybody out there to do me a favor this week, next week, and for the rest of your life. I need you to make every second count. You ask why? Because you never know when the seconds are going to run out on your one life. I'll see you
Mhm.
guys back here next Tuesday on the podcast where we try to help you grow through what you were going through. And until then, don't forget to make every second count. Thank you again, Angela.
Thank you.